All right, so architect designer direction number 4. To design and locate the doors and windows on the pieces with a pencil and a ruler. Notice the word ruler is in bold, it's underlined, very important to use a ruler, and I will demonstrate that. And this is don't forget your garage door. That's for when you start to work on your garage pieces. But for right now, I'm continuing to work on the house pieces. And I went ahead and did the house roof, went ahead and traced that on the cardboard with the dashed from the white paper pattern template going down the cardboard fold that was already there. So you can see when I cut it out, it's already folded for the house roof. So you can see how that's going to go on, something similar to this when we start putting it together later on. All right, so I went ahead and did some windows and doors. I'm going to please use a ruler, so I'm going to demonstrate that. So I went ahead and it's going to go together something like this. Okay, I'll just go ahead and move the house roof out of the way. It's going to go something like this. So we're going to end up putting it together so you have the different pieces going together like that. So like every other one like this. So each piece needs to have 2 windows. So I've got 2 windows on this. I've got 3 windows on this, and I've got 3 windows here plus a door. Okay, so on this piece I need to put at least 2 windows, and I also need to add a door. So you need 2 windows on every piece and at least a total of 2 doors. So I will go ahead and do that. I'm going to do something kind of sort of a little bit like this one. So on your ruler you have a circle. So I'm just going to use that again, and I'm going to put like an attic window up here, or like a 3rd story, because basically I have like 1st floor, 2nd floor. So the 1st floor and the 2nd floor. Okay, there's no windows on the 1st floor, but on the 2nd floor, then the 3rd floor up here in the house, or it could be the attic. So I went ahead and put a circle window on there. Then I'm going to use my ruler, and I'm going to put a 2nd story window up here. Okay, you don't have to use the measurements on there if you don't want to. I'm just using it like a straight edge. So I'm just kind of holding the ruler in place and kind of rotate the piece around. I do kind of a rectangle shape there. And the reason why we're using a ruler is because windows and doors are straight. If you look around the art room, all of the doors and all the windows are nice and straight. So the architect designer who designed the windows and doors used a ruler. Of course, you can use like a compass, or in this case a circle like this. This is called a circle head window because it's up near your head when you go like through the door. So straight edge line here, and I just kind of freehanded a half circle here. It's called like a circle head window. So yeah, if you don't use a ruler as a straight edge, if you have something that's round or like half round like that. But otherwise you're using a ruler. So I've got 2 windows, now I need to add a door. So you want your doors to be the same size. So if you don't know what the measurements mean on the ruler, that's okay. But I'm going to use the same number of lines on here. So I want the doors to be the same height, and the doors have to be up from the bottom of the cardboard also. You don't want them to be on the bottom of the cardboard. So I'm going to go ahead and use similar, try to get the same measurement I had just by seeing where it is on the ruler here. Okay. If it ends up being a little bit wider or narrower, that means how long it is like left and right. That's okay. I do something kind of similar, but sometimes doors are wider, sometimes they're narrower. So I'm going to do something kind of sort of similar. It does not need to be the same. Similar means kind of sort of the same. Okay. We're not doing things exact, but you do want your door to be similar in height. If you look around the art room, we have a wood door to the hallway. We have metal doors over in the corner of the room. One is the exit door, and the other 2 metal doors are for different storage rooms. They are all the same height. Okay, so I'm going to double check that those are the same height. You can kind of put them side by side. Okay, it looks like they line up with the ruler. So same height on the doors, being the same height. Okay, so you don't get mixed up what's a window and what's a door. You can put like a doorknob on there. All right, so I went ahead and drew 2 windows and a door. So now I have 2 windows. I have at least 2 windows here. I have 3. I have at least 2 windows here. I have 3. And I have 2 windows here. Those 2 windows are the minimum, and I've got a total of 2 doors. And the height, why we leave it up off the bottom is because we're going to be adding like steps or decks or porches coming out from the house with some other materials we're going to work with later on. So we can't really have those if the door is resting on the bottom edge of the cardboard. So you need to have your door up a little bit like this, or it could be up a lot more like this. Maybe this is going to have a step. Maybe this is going to have a deck or a porch come out, so this door is a lot higher. But the doors, I wanted to make sure, are the same height from top to bottom. So that's really a key thing, and I'm going to check your doors to make sure they are the same. So please take your time and use a ruler when you draw your windows and doors, unless you need to freehand like a half circle, circle head window like that, which is fine. So this is direction number 4.